All right, we got Mr. Kleen, part 3, bro. Can we check out that shirt real quick?
Oh yeah, got the Mikey-Ice going.
Yeah, that's so fresh though, man. So how's things been with you, man? Like since, last time we pretty much did like the last interview when we was at the beach. Like, can you let
Orange County, yeah.
Yeah.
Since then, I'm back at work. My vocation, I'm a hairstylist / dancer. And then to get some exercise, one of my buddies has keys to a dance studio, so a group of us go in there and get it in. But I traveled to Vegas for Halloween, and then I traveled.
Is that when you were with Pop and Pete?
When I did an interview with Pop and Pete, and I did an interview with Nick Hart, Mystical Popper.
Oh, okay.
And I was supposed to do Sean Brooks, but that didn't work out. He was in LA. And Tash was in Canada. But then I traveled to Arizona, and I went to Havasu. We were the only boat on the lake with one of my students. And then we traveled to Red Rock, and then we did like the Grand Canyon, like the Horseshoe River thing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So I did it before Christmas and New Year's because I knew it was going to spike, because I kind of laid low for that. Mm-hmm. Also the Super Bowl, I kind of laid low. So I'm trying to be as safe as I can. But then recently just opened up for work, so I'm back at work and just trying to exercise as much as I can.
Right.
Do some locking in my garage and popping. Been talking to some kids from Russia that are kind of mixing styles. Gildor, Mikey, some kid who I've been chatting it up with, and then so I like what's going on over in Russia.
Nice,
really
nice.
Interesting. They're very learned and disciplined, like the Japanese.
Okay. Can you just let the audience know like a brief history before like the new viewers, let them know who you are so they can be like, who's this guy that Mikey's interviewing?
Oh yeah, AKA Mr. Kleen, Kleen. Been street dancing, popping and locking is my main thing, but
how many years?
40 years since 1980, so what? 41 years.
41 years straight. That's pretty amazing. Who have you worked with within that the early time period? So when you first started your dance career, if you can let the people know.
Yeah, the first person I did a movie called Dancing at the Blue Iguana. I forget what film company, and I worked with Pop and Taco on that, and Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, nice.
That was one of my first professional type of gigs. And then my best friend Anthony Bam Bam Thomas, who was one of Janet's main choreographers, we started worked with All of You on Control, the title track of that album. And then I worked with him a little bit on Rhythm Nation, the Goofy movie called Toys, music videos, Motown. I toured on the Jug Reunion tour. The year 2000 was kind of towards the end of my career.
Nice.
But then I did some stuff in between that. So
yeah.
That's the last prolific stuff that I did, was probably in the year 2000. And now, dance is not my vocation, it's just a lot of fun. So I've judged freestyle session at the B-Boy Summit.
Oh, nice.
I remember the battle I judged was Aki from Osaka and Selly Slide and the popping competition. So stuff like that, And then I've been interviewing people on my Kiwi Bot. I just interviewed her. I got to interview you, actually.
Yeah.
Pop and Pete, Mystical Popper, who else? Boogie Crannick. So during COVID, I was doing a lot of interviews with you and Shockwave.
Yeah.
To keep time from going insane and keeping myself busy. And then a group of friends of mine, we've been going to he rents out apartments and houses, so we go into these abandoned places and do that. So that's how I try to stay busy. And before Shab died, I kept on communicating with him. And the stories are incredible, man.
Could you just give a little small brief history about you and Shabadoo's relationship?
Yeah, because I did your interview, everybody thought that me and Shab were close. And the truth, it was just the last couple of years I did an interview with you, and I talked about how he influenced me being Latino and kind of related to his style really good. And a buddy of mine, he hangs out with Shab, known him for a long time, his name Marvis Columbus. He told Shab about the interview and thought it was Doug. And so, right after your interview, you know, Papa Pete was like, ready for the backlash? I'm like, who's gonna mess with our old asses? Because I've been doing this long with somebody. And so I got a text, what's that? No, it was, he DM'd me on Instagram. And I was like, shit, I don't want to talk to Shab. Because for years, I stayed away from Shab because I would have run-ins with him and it wasn't, like, pleasant, you know. I remember the first time I met him was at audition at Debbie Reynolds and the LA City Rockers were auditioning. They got a commercial. And my locker was kind of green at the time. He's not a teddy bear locker. He gives it to you straight.
Yeah.
And then I would run into him at the Summit or freestyle session. And he's like, do some of my stuff. And I was like, thank you, I think so. You kind of don't know what he meant by that. And he was kind of like, you should come and study at my dojo in Japan. You know, younger guy at that time. I didn't have Japan money. So it was kind of one of those things where I was kind of scared to interact with Shab. And my buddy Marvin was always like, come there's another side to him that and I was like, well, I heard this. And Marvin wasn't somebody that was going to lie for Shab. I was like, well, this and that. And he's like, well, yeah, he probably did that. You know? Like, so, and I remember getting a shoving match with the flow, and I was just like, I'm kind of scared of Shab. I don't want to get in a debate with the lockers. So after I did your interview, you know, he hit me up. You know, Don and Greg Campbell Jr. are like teddy bears. You know, we got that version. Shab kind of comes at hard in the paint. And he was like, what is this? And I said, oh, that's just an interview about my trajectory, my life, and, you know, how you influenced me. And he was like, oh, I see. Thanks for putting that up. And type. Call me. I didn't say that out loud. I said it in my head, you know. And I tried to call you and my best friend to talk me out of it. You guys didn't pick it up. I was like, okay, cool. When's a good time? He's like, now.
Oh.
And so I called him back, man, and he goes, okay, just let me say what I got to say, and then you can rebut me. I said, yeah, I'm not going to rebut me. Just let me have my say. And he, you know, I don't want to tell everything about the conversation. There's a lot of deep stuff. Because the lockers have quite a history, you know, internal stuff. And then people that I had learned from had history. How are you going to learn from them mother effers and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't say a word. He must have just let me have it for about an hour. And I was like, are you done? He said, no, you can rebut. I said, I'm not going to rebut you. I got to respect your locker. But, you know, number one, when I was a kid, you guys, we didn't have access to you. There's nobody on the planet who would have tried to get with the lockers and learn from them. Like, oh, yeah, you got a point. You got a point. I was like, you know, I said, we learned from these people, and you know, some fair criticisms you gave us, and then I met